Hello and welcome to the virtual edition of VLCC Femina Miss India 2020, co-powered by Sephora and Reposo. I'm Supreet Bedi and today I shall be bringing you another interesting chat. So till now we've been talking about all things pageantry, so from communication skills to Q&A to how to be confident on the ramp. We've covered pretty much everything, right? But today is all about a holistic approach that hopefully will be beneficial to everyone. We're talking about health and lifestyle and fitness and wellness overall with our expert of the day. So ladies and gentlemen, please have your questions ready as I bring in Dr Anju Ghei, Head of Preventive Healthcare, VLCC Healthcare Ltd. Let's have the doc in and get this healthy conversation started. Hi Dr. Ghei, thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
So let's begin by talking about VLCC's brand journey itself. Of course, it's one of the leading holistic and wellness brands in India. So let's talk about that journey.
Okay, good. So VLCC, India's most well-known wellness brand here, the leaders, and so it has been such a amazing, inspiring and extraordinary journey, in fact. So let me take you through it. VLCC was founded in 1989 by Vanna Luthra, our founder and she is also Padma Shri Award winner, and going back from one center, now we are 250 centers and more in India, and our footprint in 14 countries. And also we have almost 93 vocational institutes giving trainings and courses in nutrition and beauty. And also we have our own care products, more than 200 of them, hair care, body care, skin care, and also functional foods, wellness products, we have supplements, and it's so amazing, Yeah. So
that's why you're the true leaders. I can see why.
And you know what? We have more than 10 million, satisfied customers, and ours is the only brand in India which is, backed by and recognized by Indian Medical Association. So our wellness programs are scientific, research-based, and we have the latest, the safest technologies to go by. The whole program is very, very comprehensive. So I can go on and on and on.
No, but see, this justifies how coming together then comes in of obviously a strong brand like that, along with this beauty pageant that India has always known, which is Femina Miss India. So therefore, the handshake makes sense when we're talking about authentic representation. So thank you so much for taking us through that journey. Let's talk about your definition of a healthy body.
Okay, Supreet. So it's good. It's good to be to look fit. Health, so much more than that.
And let's get back to our question. We're talking about how does one be healthy, or how do you define a healthy body?
Yes. So when anybody, I was telling you that when anybody asks me that how that we are healthy person, so I just ask them 3 questions. So do you have enough energy to do a day-to-day work, whether it is office or housework? Now, undue fatigue. First question. Question is, do you have enough after that for your leisure time with your friends? Second question. And the third question is, are you able to manage your stress effectively? So the answer is yes, then you're good to go. You might be very healthy. And not, we need to find out the causes. What's wrong with us? And energy to do everything that you want to do, enjoy, and go forward. Yeah.
So basically, first, everybody should have this questionnaire in mind. Do you have the energy to do this? Go through your day and the evening as well. So काम भी करो, recreational activities के लिए भी energy होनी चाहिए, तभी आप एक healthy body हैं. That's what we're getting at.
Stress को भी manage करना.
But how do I know if I'm healthy? Like that's, I'm sure people are wondering कि चलो ये तो मैंने answer कर दिया. But how do I go to a doctor? Do I get some tests done to see that I am healthy?
You know, Supreet, and let me tell you, everybody, it's so simple to actually know how healthy you are. You know, you can actually test yourself at home.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So all you need to do is, like, I'm looking at you, and the first thing I notice is your posture. So that's the first external sign as to how healthy you are. Because posture is due to a healthy core muscle, healthy spine, and a mind. Okay, so and it shows your attitude also. Mind's everything. And if your posture is while standing, lying down, sitting, walking, that's the first sign that you are, you know, good. All right. What else can we do at home? Again, you need to ask these questions. Is my weight for my age and height? Or, if you want to, first, you can calculation, which is called BMI, body index. That's what is your weight in kg divided by height in meters. We have the normal value between 8.5 22.9. So that is normal. If you are less than that, you are underweight. And if you are more than that, you are overweight, obese, morbid obese categories, and that's how you know that you may be at higher risk of ailments, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, hormone disease, diabetes, etc. Okay, so that's one aspect. And quickly, we all generally check our waist circumference, right? And yes, and so we know our height. So go one step further. You need to do your waist to height ratio. So waist divided by height. Nothing complicated. Just see your weight should less than half of your waist should be less than half of your height. Then okay, yes. So it's very simple. You just take your, what does this say? So we are talking about central obesity. We are talking about the fat which is there around the stomach. Talking about visceral fat surrounding our organs. And you know what? This fat, the most troublesome, the most dangerous deposit, because it releases, these cells, they release chemicals which are called adipokines and cytokines. Very, very harmful, causes chronic inflammation all over the body, makes you at higher risk of all things that I talked about, diabetes, POS, cardiovascular disease, and even cancers. So this causes us to go. We need to take care of that. Apart from that, you check your fat percentage. For that, of course, you need to go to a center and get your BC. Doesn't matter. Fat percentage also is very, very important, because what is the overall fat percentage in your body? It shouldn't be more than 20. It shouldn't be more than 15. Otherwise, at home, just check when you get up in the morning. Check your resting pulse. So simple. You have got up. Just check your resting pulse with 3 fingers. Otherwise, if you have a oximeter which shows your oxygen level, it also has a pulse measurement. Lower the pulse, stronger is your heart. It tells us the of your heart. If your pulse is less than 70, 60s, in 50s, great athletes and all have their pulse even 50s. Imagine 40, and the normal is between 70 to 80. Okay, so the lower the pulse, stronger is your heart. You need to check it. If it is more, if it's more than 80, 100, your heart is working over. So it makes you, your life, it affects your longevity, your lifespan. So the fitter you are, your pulse will come down. Your blood pressure, you can check your blood pressure also. Other than that, one needs to know how fit they are. That is confidence. So are you puffing and puffing when you catch air? That means your endurance is low. Your heart health is low. Lung health is low. Circulatory system is not up to the mark. We have certain tests like 10 stairs coming down and down for 5 times, less than 15 seconds. You have very endurance is more than it's bad. So there are certain tests like that. You have endurance, you have muscle strength. How many times you can do the squats? How many times can you do the sit-ups? You can do continuously more than 10, excellent. Less than 10, poor. So you know what level is your fitness home. You know your balance test, you sing, know your coordination, so many tests. So what I'm trying to say is you can have a baseline. You will know what is the level of my fitness, my cholesterol level, fat level, etc. What is my risk? And you can use the corrective action. In fact, I want to tell everybody, you don't have to go to the doctor, but there are certain 7 basic blood tests not require any prescription. You can just go and get it done. What I'm talking about is, let me just count them for you. First is hemoglobin. Second is fasting sugar. Third, HbA1c. Fourth is lipid profile, which tells us about cholesterol, fat, cholesterol, etc. Fifth is TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. Sixth is vitamin D. And if you have done these...
Sorry, Doc, we missed the 7th one. Sorry, your voice is cracking. We missed the 7th one. So if I go through randomly saying we've got hemoglobin, fatty acids, you said thyroid.
Let me again tell you.
Yes.
We have hemoglobin, we have fasting sugar, we have HbA1c, which also gives you the level of sugar for the last 3 months. Then we have lipid profile, which has the level of cholesterol, triglycerides, the bad cholesterol LDL, the good cholesterol HDL. So these are under lipid profile. Then you can do your thyroid stimulating hormone test, TS test. And then comes vitamin D3 and then vitamin B.
Vitamin B12. Okay.
So all these 7, if you get them done to normal, then you are so healthy. If something, if it's not right, at least you have a baseline and you can take that action and then maybe repeat after 6 months or 3 months according to what's wrong with it. Okay. These 7 basic tests test almost everything about your health.
So every 6 months you suggest, right? To take a blood test like that?
No. So if it is normal, everything is normal, then you don't have to repeat it. You repeat after a year or so.
Okay.
If it is not good, then you will repeat after 3 months after taking corrective actions.
Okay, so doctor, don't mind me. I'm just going to keep repeating some things you say because it's a bad network. So, and I don't want to let you go again. So I'm going to just for the benefit of our viewers, just whatever I've understood. So in terms of checking yourself at home, how healthy you are, you said that your waist should be less than half your height. Right. Yeah. So everyone who's listening, just keep taking notes. Then you also said that you should also divide your weight by
in meters square. weight
In meters square?
weight in kgs divided height in meters square. So the normal is called BMI. Body mass index.
So weight in kgs divided by your height in meters square, and that number should be about, did you say 8-ish?
18.5 to 22.9.
18.5 to 22.9. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you all can, if you can hear me, then please take notes. I'm taking from the doc and passing it to you so that you guys still get the right information. Also, she said that check your pulse, because of course that's a good indication as well. And the lower it is, the greater your heart is actually in a good state. So then you need your pulse to be lower rather than on the higher side. Of course, then she's also talking about regular annual tests that you can do. And if everything is good, you can do them annually. If something is up or down, then do them maybe after 6 months to check that everything's okay. And mota, I'm telling you, it's not the right name of the test, but mota, this is what I understood. There's hemoglobin, there's fatty acids, there's lipid profile, there's fasting sugar, there's a thyroid test, a hormonal test, and vitamin B12. So if you can get all of this sorted in your testing, then you know that.
So, Supreet, we can easily measure our fitness level, components of fitness like endurance, muscle strength, flexibility, the balance. Very simple test.
Doc, yesterday I was amazed. My sister sent me a video of my 7-month nephew. He was doing squats, right? He did 50 squats in one go. Chota sa bacha did 50 squats because he was looking at something sitting up, down, up, down. I was thinking, we all are made like that. But over time, we tend to forget that our body was that active or flexible, or फिर हम rigid हो जाते हैं.
But you know what? We are born so perfect. Our body is so perfect when we are born. But, that's the only body we'll ever have. But unfortunately, it comes without any warranty.
Yes.
We need to take care. We need to take care of our body, and what we are today is what we have done to us.
Of course. Oh well. So then, what would be your tip? I mean, obviously, I'm guessing staying active is important, but why is it important, and what can one do to stay active?
Okay. So yes. So whenever anybody says, "Why should I exercise? I don't have time," and I actually don't have time to exercise. I'm so busy. So I just use points. I that use atrophy. This use atrophy. What does that mean? That if you don't use anything, you will lose it. The medical atrophy means if you don't use it, you lose it. So when you're not active and you're not exercising, every year you lose 2% of your muscle and up to 2% of your bone every year without even you noticing it. If you're not, imagine if you're not active for 4 years, you have lost so much muscle, you have lost so much. When you lose muscle or PMR or energy drops down, you are not able to burn calories. Your capacity to burn calories down. You gain more fat, abdominal fat, lose, and you if you're trying to lose, you get stuck up. You lose bone, so you have all kinds of aches and pains, arthritis. All you have fractures. The whole body is so unhealthy just because you're not active. Okay, so that's the first. You know what? I say, if you're eating, if you're brushing, if you're sleeping, then you can easily exercise. Doesn't take. You just focus. It's not important, to do 1 hour of action and then just set the. It's very important to be active for the day. So you can break it up. Your exercise routine, 30 minutes in the morning, the evening, or 20 times if you want to do 1 hour. If you lose weight, have your aerobic activity, which is simple walking, going up and down the steps, or in a bike, or even dancing. You just dance.
Yes, we actually spoke about this, Doc. So many people before you joined in were telling me what they do as activity, and many people said they dance. But I think one thing we've learned here, which is new from Dr. Anju, is that just because you've been to the gym for an hour, or you've danced for a bit, or even for me, I've done Pilates for 20 minutes, that cannot be the only activity of the day. You've got to carry on. आपका पूरा दिन active होना चाहिए. So you've got to stay active. ये नहीं कि
Yes.
एक छोटा सा टेक लग गया, मैंने अपनी फिटनेस के लिए कुछ कर लिया, अब मैं बैठ के काउच पे टीवी देख सकती हूँ सारा दिन. It doesn't really work like that. That's not fitness then. So
Yes.
thank you for bringing that to our attention. I think the
Yes.
next thing I really want to talk about is something that everyone's mentioned here is diet. It's such a confusing world out there with dieting. Gluten-free, keto, all these Atkins and whatever else there is. क्या करें? It's so confusing. तो पहली बात करनी भी चाहिए या नहीं करनी चाहिए, और अगर करनी चाहिए तो कौन सी करनी चाहिए?
I know, I'm with you. So, there's so many diets, Mediterranean diets, British diets, Diva diets, intermittent fasting diets, and low carbohydrate diets, therapeutic diets. Now, I can just rattle off, there's so many diets. The thing is that these diets, they have been made for some specific needs, for specific needs, for specific requirements, and some of them are some of them are very, you can say, temporary, giving temporary relief, or you take us into shop and it comes back. So what I say, the diet, the food that you are going to have should be like, should be sustainable, that you are able to eat it, for a long time to come. It should be affordable. It should be easily available locally. You should be able to that, and you should be able to share with family. It's not that your family, you're cooking separately. How long can you do that? Okay, it should be something the whole family enjoy. Okay, and of course it should be taken right. So with all these parameters, one has to also that we have the ingredients. So what are these? You must have heard it many times. Repeat. We should have rainbow colors, fruits and vegetables, whole grains, uh, uh, nuts, seeds, healthy proteins, healthy fats, full of antioxidants, full of minerals, vitamins, and consciously avoid added sugars. Consciously avoid packaged food, refined food. So these are like addiction. These are like, and what happens? Have them. For example, if you have refined carbohydrates, cookies, pasta, noodles, our roti sometimes is so refined. So what happens is when it gets digested in the stomach, it forms glucose, and this glucose enters our blood, and when it enters our blood, there is something hormone called insulin. Now, it's there to store it, because if you keep it and if glucose keeps rising, you will get diabetes. So this insulin is no, I will just store it. It stores it in liver. Problem is, insulin by itself now becomes a bad guy, and what it does, makes you feel more hungry, causes more fat, and it doesn't allow the fat to burn. So while protecting us from glucose, it's also depositing fat. So every time you are snacking, every time you are having packaged food, every time you have sugary drink, so the insulin rises because it wants to store the glucose, and at the same time it is depositing fat, and that's not good. So the idea is, to make sure that food articles that you're taking has to have a lot of fiber, has to have complex carbohydrates, good grains, which are high. So these things make a lot of difference. And also in our diet during the COVID time, heard a lot that we have to have inflammatory food articles. You have to have nuts, maybe almonds, sunflower seed, pumpkin seed, cinnamon powder, turmeric, isabel, cranberries, blueberries, are all loaded with antioxidants. So if you can get hold of them, you can just put them in the meal that you breakfast with oats, or even put it in yogurt. Really take it with yogurt and have pomegranate with it, or something like that. It becomes like a dessert. So idea is that have healthy, lot of fruits, vegetables, which are full of antioxidants and low calorie. Have enough protein. Have more levels of healthy fat, and and if you don't want to have bites in between because you're snacks, just have at least 4 to 5 hours gap and not to eat anything in between. Just have something, and you will see the difference that how your metabolism. So you have breakfast, lunch, dinner. You have 4 to 5 hours of gap. You're not snacking. There's no insulin. There is no deposition of fat, and that's going to help you. So that's the latest. That's the latest research which is all over.
So we've got Priyambada asking, is fruit sugar bad for us then? Should we have fruit, or is that sugar not allowed?
Okay. So, Priyambada, if you have whole fruit, okay, where fiber is included, when you have a whole, because it has sugar. So if you're suffering from diabetes or insulin resistance, then we give you certain fruits which you have to avoid, like mangoes, chiku, or higher sugar. We tell you that you can absolutely have fruits whole. Do not have, and you remove all. So when you are taking the fruit as a whole, lot of fiber in. So the absorption of the sugar is low because of fiber. If you don't have that fiber, if you have the gets absorbed in your bloodstream, then there is that insulin back, and he is going to again deposit fat. So it's
so much. That's great advice, Doc. Sandy is saying, Supreet, you're the best student a teacher can ask for. Of course, look, I'm taking notes. It's because, let me tell you guys, I was the head girl of my school and I really took pride in being a teacher's pet. So मुझे जो एक बारी किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया ना, मैं वो बिठा लेती हूँ यहाँ पे. So that's probably a good habit. So thank you for sharing these lovely notes. Since we're talking of dieting, Pragati was asking before, where does green tea fit in the picture? क्योंकि लोग diet कुछ भी कर लेते हैं, end में green tea पी लेते हैं और बस सब सही हो जाता है उनके लिए. So is that a good practice? Because as far as I know, green tea has caffeine. So I don't know how much one can have.
Okay, so the green tea, green tea is so much, you say, okay, kuch bhi kha lo, you have everything and then you have green tea or aapka sab kuch bach jata. So that's a myth, that's a myth. Because, okay, green tea and even black tea, they are so, have flavonoids. These are antioxidants. Okay, so let me tell you what happens that because of the pollution, because of the smoke, because of eating unhealthy food, because of stress, because of not sleeping well, our body, it produces certain called free oxygen radicals. Okay, so these free oxygen radicals are very harmful to cells. They cause all problems that kill the cell, and you are at higher risk of developing all the metabolic diseases that we have talked about. So when we take fruits, vegetables, when we take green tea, black tea, they have antioxidants. which work against this oxygen radicals which are in all the. That's why these flavonoids that are there in tea, in fruits, we have watermelon, in broccoli, we have uh, beta carotene, in papaya, beta and alpha carotene. So these are the antioxidants. When you take them, they kill this bad, uh, you know, free radical. And they kill it, you become healthier. So green tea is good. Good idea to take it after meal. Doesn't take in between the meals also. It's just going to, those antioxidants that will help you to kill those bad. You know.
All right, thank you so much. Talking about everything that a nutritionist could tell us, which is obviously more specific, but you've really done that very well for us, Doc. There's so many questions around diet that keep coming up, so very well answered. But moving on to something that again needs addressing, especially for the women of India, because it's a common problem, is PCOS or PCOD. So if you could shed some light on that as well.
Yes. Supreet, in our every second lady or girl is suffering from PCOS because it's a complex disease. It's called a syndrome because it's not having just symptoms, but a mix of a whole lot of symptoms. Because you have central obesity. That means you have a big tummy and more fat around your tummy. You have a problem with periods. Then you have alopecia or fall of hair. You may have acne and you have the heart. So it's complex. Complex. The thing is, it originates again from your visceral fat or abdominal fat. That is where I told you there are certain chemicals which are released from tummy fat, adipokines and fat, which actually harm ourselves. In our fat cell, also there is a change happening in our hormones. Okay, so PCOS is a complex thing. Female hormones and male hormones and cortisol and other stress hormones go haywire, and that's why you have. So, but the good thing is for all the ladies, for all the girls, it is reversible. People feel okay. PCOS now I can't lose weight. I can't have perfect skin or hair. Reversible, very much reversible. And what you need to do is to have again healthy diet that I talked about. It's good to be very, very active because once you are active, hormones settle down. Exercise is very, very important in PCOS, and also it's very important because when you're stressed, the stress hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline, they enhance the problem of PCOS. So one has to calm down, one has to do breathing exercise, one has to relax in yoga, and be very take good diet, balanced diet, with low carbohydrate. You see, in all PCOS cases, like say I said, bad guy is very okay, and because of that, you have insulin resistance that having PCOS. So one has to reduce the carbohydrate, has to not take the refined carbohydrate, processed carbohydrates, packaged food, sugary food, sugary drinks. These are like poison in PCOS. You have to remove them from your diet. That's where you will get a start. You will start losing weight, and you will see the. Of course, one has to take medicine. You have to be in touch with your guy. You have to sometimes take pills to balance your period, and also things for your acne, etc. You have to take proper medication too, proper assessment. You know, assessments has to be done. Ultrasound, maybe blood test, even doing finding out the condition of your uterus. So, the gynecologist is a very important of PCOS. One has to take consultation with the gynecologist.
All right, so please don't prolong it if you think that that is your issue as well. Like Doc said, it's reversible, so it's not the end of the world. And many women, especially in India, go through it. So if you can stay away from packaged food and, of course, look after your body and go seek professional help, you shall be fit in no time. Not a problem at all. But another one, Charming Desert Rose, is asking, is housework considered as being active? I think it is. What about you, Doc?
Okay, this is a very interesting question. You know what? Okay, so housework is also a very it comes under being active, sure. Okay, but if you want to get the benefit of exercise, okay, you want to burn calories, want to burn fat, you stronger and tone muscles, you have to have good. Then see what happens when you do housework. You're doing something, then you walk for some time, then you do something else, then you walk for something. Your heart rate, it goes up, then it goes down. It goes up, then it goes down. And when the heart rate going up down, what heart is pumping blood, pumping oxygen. So if you have to burn fat, oxygen, a continuous supply of oxygen is a must. Okay. So even though when you housework, the body is, it's getting benefit. But if you want to lose fat, if you want to get the best, you have to continuously do some activity which raises your heart rate, okay, and gives you that oxygen and gives you that. Even if you do 15 to 20 minutes exercise at one go, apart from your housework, that is where you get the maximum benefit. And you can repeat it evening and at night after dinner. And that, so housework, please continue to do it. But apart from that, a continuous moderate intensity exercise, which is, what is moderate intensity? Talk to your companion, but really talk to your companion, but you're that less. That is moderate intensity. That is the intensity you keep working at, and that's when you get maximum benefit.
तो थोड़ा सा मतलब सांस चढ़ना चाहिए, नहीं तो आपका काम काउंट नहीं करता. तो अगर आप डंडे वाला मॉप कर रहे हैं और आप सोच रहे हैं आप घर का काम कर रहे हैं, उससे शायद इतना नहीं होने वाला. आप शायद स्क्वाट करके नीचे बैठ के करेंगे, जब हाफेंगे तभी आपका काम बना. घर के काम करने में फिटनेस इन्वॉल्व हो गई.
So even mopping and everything is very good, because it improves your flexibility, it improves your muscle strength, good. But if you want to get the maximum benefit of exercise, you need to raise your heart rate to a certain level, burn calories, burn fat.
So basically, put some music on and dance and mop.
Absolutely.
That's even better, right? फिर तो घर का काम भी हो गया, fitness भी हो गई. That's definitely a suggestion from my side to you all. But another thing that is kind of sensitive in many ways is addiction. That's something that one gets towards, and we don't even know at what levels it's harming us. So let's touch upon addictions today.
Okay. All right. So when we talk about addictions or habits, again, I would like to check that we can change it. It's not that once or you have you can't. Please remember, it is reversible, and it needs certain willpower. It needs support. It needs counseling. Sometimes it needs. So what? But the idea is that every addiction can be reversed. And going forward, there, I would like to touch upon some 4 addictions that affect us. The first one is uh, uh, maybe smoking. All right. So smoking, if you smoke a cigarette, it's almost like 4,000 harmful chemicals going into your mouth, going into your esophagus, going into your lungs, going into your lungs. It can cause cancer, can cause harmful effect in your lungs, bronchitis, asthma, fibrosis. There are a lot of things. So cigarette smoke. You're smoking. There is also passive smoking. If you're not smoking, it affects the same way. You know. So what we need to do, because this smoke has that very harmful carbon monoxide. These substances, they affect the lung, your heart, they affect your blood vessels, your blood, so many things. So one has to reduce the number of cigarettes. There are medicines available, there are alternatives which one has to take care and go from there. Let me add hookah, shisha, all these, they are less harmful, but trust me, they are equally bad. Just don't listen to anybody. It has enough nicotine, has enough bad components that we're talking about, and it's one has to get it. So that's smoking. Second thing, alcoholism. So if you're not having it, don't take it. If you're having it, have it moderate, because there are certain levels which you can have. For example, if you're having wine, you can have 50 ml of it every day, and less for women. And if you want to have hard liquor, 45 ml of it. And if you want to, have beer, so that is 360 ml. If you go beyond that, then you're going to harm all the organs in the body, especially your liver. And when I say these are limited, you're not drinking, please not drinking, because it has nothing much. People think, okay, I have maybe alcohol, maybe sleep better. So that's myth, because yes, but it affects your in the middle of the night and you get. So these are the things which you think about. How does live slowly? It erodes. You get cirrhosis, and ultimately it cuts down. So these effects are there, but if you control it, if you have in moderation, then you are safe. That's alcohol. Again, sleep, I was touching about. It's not an addiction, but I'm saying sleep, if you don't sleep enough, that is one of the habits. Awake at night, we are the only creatures in the world who constantly deprive ourselves of animals, plants, everybody at their time. We are the only ones who cause harm. If you are not taking it, trust me, you have so many changes happening during the night, which when you sleep, your growth hormone, your stress hormone, your increase, your housekeeping is removing all toxins, etc., from your body. Don't do that. You might suffer from anxiety, from depression, from various. Sleep is a must. Don't take caffeine. Don't take caffeine at least 5 hours before. Heavy is no. Addiction of screen. Like what we are doing. The phone. This is emitting blue light, and that completely disrupt your sleep cycle. And you have all the harmful effects that say you're not sleeping well. So these are a few habits. And of coffee, coffee or caffeine. You will say, what is that? Yes. So if more than 3 to 4 cups, it has very little no effect in your heart, in your brain, and everything. And what happens is, okay, I'm touching this more because most of us do this. When we are tired, there's a certain chemical called our brain which is there, which makes tells us, okay, now go to sleep. Midnight. But if we take caffeine, if we take coffee, this coffee goes and sits in the place where adenosine is there in the brain and moves, makes us alert. But the moment the caffeine effect wears off, then you have sudden sudden depression, anxiety. That's what is called caffeine crash. So please avoid more than 3 to 4 cups of coffee. If you're addicted, decaffeinated, try to have more of tea, and that's all you need. I think so much about addiction.
No, but that is true. If you are so badly addicted, you will find a solution. Like for me, I was a big coffee drinker, but it tends to give you palpitations because, like you said, एक fight चल रही है अंदर body में, where the body is saying I can't do it, and coffee is like come on, you can. So it's like a really weird thing that your body goes through. So it's been about, I think, 4 years that I've been having only decaf tea and coffee. So now I'm still having my tea coffee. मेरे brain को ऐसे लगता है मैंने चाय कॉफी पी ली, लेकिन जितना कैफीन मेरी बॉडी में जा रहा है वो in comparison बहुत कम है. So this is my way of dealing with it. So you'll find your substitutes as well, but get away from any addiction. And the screen addiction, like everyone's writing, this is, I'm guilty of it. We all are. So I would say काम के लिए यूज करो जैसे अभी हम कर रहे हैं आप तक ये अच्छी वैल्यूज पहुंचाने के लिए, बट रात को सोने से पहले कंबल के नीचे वहां पे इतनी आइस के पास देखना, किसी ने मुझे मैसेज तो नहीं किया, that's a bit too much. एक बारी आपने स्विच ऑफ कर लिया, just that's it, switch off for the day. Now it's night time and sleep. It's internal goodness. So अपने phone को रखो side पे, screen को रखो away, no blue light, and we just be calm and go to sleep. Right, Doc?
Absolutely, you got it.
So today, my understanding of this session has been that end of the day, being healthy is actually it's a holistic approach, like we said, and it's also a mix of all the other things. It's obviously your healthy lifestyle, it's your nutrition, of course, your diet. Everything together, your wellness, even immunity for that matter. So everything together actually makes you healthy. It's not just one thing that I'm a healthy person because I'm doing 20 minutes of Pilates. No, it has to be a wholesome experience. So I understand that. But your message now, your final word of advice to all the viewers and the aspirants of the pageant.
Okay, so I would just give one advice. Having a positive attitude, okay, having care of stress. We talk about stress. You're all stressed out. But you stress positively. Actually, so scientific. I have an exam or stressed out. My heart is beating fast and sweating, and I can't negatively. My blood vessels actually constrict, raise my heart rate, pressure, and cause the harmful. But the moment my heart is beating and so hard, and I'm stressed out, but this is the way my body is preparing myself for the occasion tomorrow. So then what happens is you're thinking positively, blood vessels actually dilate, help you. So it is scientific that the way you think will affect your body, take the stress. So be calm, positive, okay. And for aspirants, for Femina Miss India aspirants, I should say that you are. Change yourself. Don't compare yourself with anybody, and go forward, full confidence and full. Unique. You're special. You're beautiful. Okay, and we're all. Everybody is a winner, and it's just that we don't know yet.
Of course.
Yes, but after having that, I would just say 5-6 points. Which you have to eat healthy, you have to be active, just do some breathing, like calm you down, yoga, and whatever you like, maybe walking your pet or maybe down. I say care of your relationship. Focus on your relationship and be connected with your friends, family, and that is a okay. Don't smoke or have a don't you're not drinking good. If you're drinking, have it in moderation. And in I keep smiling. You do have such a beautiful smile, and you know when you smile, must send a message to our mind. Oh, this lady is happy. So release some feel good endorphins. So whenever I'm smiling, more endorphins, more serotonin, chemicals, well, and actually, if you're not feeling good inside, you cool your brain and you start feeling better.
Of course.
So many
Placebo effect. But see, guys, I always keep telling you, don't I, that smile is the best tool you can have. So there you go. I normally just say it, but now you've got scientific reasoning behind why you should smile all the time. So yes, join me in smiling, because that's just the way our day should start and end as well. But I think it's time for us to end this session now. Doctor, thank you so much. We've got some lovely response from all our viewers saying this has been such an informative session. And I mean, we could be here all day, honestly, talking about so much in terms of diet and nutrition and fitness and lifestyle, but sadly this is all that time permits today. But don't you worry, guys, we'll keep bringing you expert opinion every now and then. We know this benefits you, and we will be there for you, not to worry. But thank you for your time today. Thank you for joining us, everybody at home. We hope you had an informative session. Remember what the doc said: stay active and stay fit and stay healthy and stay away from all the addictions and keep smiling. That's the crux of it, and get those tests done. Yes. So thank you, Doc, for your time as well today. Totally appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and I'm wishing everyone a very, very healthy, long life, and please take care of yourself. Don't take your body for granted. Thank you.
Thank you. We see you very soon. All right. Take care now, everybody. See you soon with another expert opinion. Until then, stay active, stay safe, stay blessed. See you soon. Lots of love.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.